I have created a previous video that shows you how to extract first name and last name using the static way, and in this current video I'm going to show you how to use the dynamic way or dynamic operation to get access to your first name and last name, which whenever you try to change the full name that we have in this column, that is also going to update itself under the first and last name. So how can we do this? I'm going to delete all these names. Now the first thing that you have to do is to use the left function. So I'm going to select the first name because we want to extract the first name which is located at the left side in this particular column. So I'm going to use the left function by typing the equal to sign. Now that I have this, I'm going to press the tab key and I'm going to select this cell and then type my comma. So now that we have this, we want to search the space that is between this and this, so we are going to type the search function. So this is the search function. I'm going to press the tab key and this is going to open this. Then in this case, because we are looking for space between these names, we are going to use the quotation mark to represent the space element. Then we bring our comma. Where are we going to locate the space? In this particular cell. So we select this cell once again, then we close the bracket, and because we want to subtract the space that we want to locate, we are going to use -1 on the keyboard, then we close the bracket. Now when I press the enter key on the keyboard, this has extracted this particular first name from this particular cell. Therefore, if I select this and double click on the fill handle, this is going to extract all the first name from this current cells. Now we are going to do the same thing for the last name, and this time around we are going to use the right function. So we type the equal to sign, then we press the tab key on the keyboard and we are going to select this cell because we want to get access to the second name from this cell. Then we want to use the length function to calculate the number of characters in this cell, and we are going to do some subtraction. So in this case we are going to use the length function. We press the tab key on the keyboard, then we select this cell, close the bracket because that characters are located in D2, and we are going to make some subtraction by using the search function. We use the quotation mark to represent the space, then we select this particular cell because the characters are located in D2, and we are going to close the brackets twice because we have to close the bracket for the right function and also the search function, and we press the enter key on the keyboard. We can select this and double click. Now I have this new name here. Now look at what is going to happen in this E5 and also F5. If I press the enter key, this is also going to change this and this,